To find, edit, or create lessons from the NuiTech Snowflake.live website or the lessons activities area on your ClearTouch board, you will want to log in first to the Snowflake.live website using your Google account. If for some reason you try to sign in with your Google account and it gives you an error message, that probably means that you do not have an account set up, and you would need to put in a Eduphoria support request for the Department of Digital Learning to have an account created for you. Once you're able to sign into Snowflake.live with your Google account, this is where I would strongly encourage you to spend your time finding, editing, and creating your lessons. Because Snowflake.live is a website, you can do it from your teacher station, you can do it from your Chromebook, you can do it from a computer at home, but it just gives you a little bit more flexibility in the creation process and the editing process and the finding process, because then you're not tied to your ClearTouch board to do those things. Once you are signed into Snowflake.live, it does default you to the area called My Lesson Activities. My Lesson Activities are lesson activities that you have either played, created, or edited in the past. So think of it like your own personal NuiTech Snowflake lessons activity area. If you're looking to find lessons in NuiTech Snowflake's community library, you would simply pop over to the Community tab. Once you click on the Community tab, you have several different search features that you can go through. You can search by standards. Just keep in mind that if the creator of the lesson did not tag a standard in there, then it's not going to come up in the search by standards option. Same thing with the filters down here at the bottom. You can search by age, by lesson activity type, by subject, by country, by language, and then if you want to search for anything in the community library, or if you just want the special NuiTech content lessons, and that just means that they're noted with the little green check mark, and it's just an educator who works for NuiTech that created those lessons. So again, keep in mind that the filters have to be included in the creator's lesson description area for them to be able to show up in the filtered search. But that's why I prefer searching just by keyword or by using as minimal filters as I'm able to. So if I search by keyword, let's say I'm looking for prime and composite numbers, then it did give me a total of 12 different results. Okay. So once I see the results I have, then I can play this lesson activity to see what that looks like. I can edit the lesson activity, or I have more options, including seeing what the lesson activity information looks like. And then this is the option where I could send it to students, which we talk about in another video. For the purposes of this video, we're just talking about finding a lesson from the community library, playing it as is. So I'm just going to go into the Is This Prime or Composite, and I'm going to preview this lesson through Snowflake.live. So for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to click through a couple. Of course, I got this one wrong so that we can see that wrong. Yes, that is wrong. And then we got this one correct here. So again, I would recommend playing through all of these to make sure that the answers are coded correctly. But now that we have hit the play button, we have played this lesson, so it automatically sends this lesson to the area called My Lesson Activities. So now when I go back to My Lesson Activities, this lesson is going to be the first one that shows up. Is it prime or composite? Which is great, because then that means that this lesson is ready to be played on my ClearTouch board. So on my ClearTouch board, I would simply open up the NuiTech Snowflake software. I would click on the Lesson Activities button. And of course, you'll need to make sure that you're signed in here as well, because if you're not signed in, then those lessons are not going to sync from Snowflake.live. You want to make sure you're signed into the same account in both places. So if you're signed into your ClearTouch board here as well, then My Lesson Activities is over here on the left-hand side. And since we did create that lesson activity through Snowflake.live, we would want to make sure that we're in the Snowflake.live tab, and then I could click play directly on the board. And then you can see that on my board, I need to adjust that text size because the text size is a little bit big there. It's not showing my whole entire number here. But that is a quick fix that we can do in the editing stage. So check out the next video to see how you can edit these Snowflake.live lesson activities so that you can edit things such as text size, and you can edit and change the content to meet your specific needs in the classroom.